Hello, this is teddygaming. Welcome back to another review on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the tmnt ongoing series, issue 138, and this is going to be a really hard issue for me to review with saying things positively about it. I think collectively, overall, there's only about 2 things I can actually say that are nice about this issue. Other than that, I have so many problems with this issue, and it really annoys me and frustrates me because I want to be positive about this issue and about this series, but this issue is making it extremely hard for me to be like that. And yeah, oh god. Okay, so I really want to first start off with the actual positive things before I go into explaining and reviewing everything and ranting and destroying my sanity. But the 2 things which I did enjoy about this issue was, one, the artwork. I've quite enjoyed this artwork throughout this whole series so far, and it does hold up quite nicely. I don't have anything else to really say about it. It just looks, it still looks nice. Another thing which I did really enjoy about this issue was the fact that the Weasels got to do something and it killed Man Ray, and yeah, I only enjoy it because it's the Weasels. Other than that, oh god. Okay, so first starts this issue off with Hob and Man Ray setting up the bombs on the mutant town wall, and I do think it's quite interesting to see that they're still working together and placing all the bombs and all that. I did quite enjoy this, as it was, I don't know, like, it's one of those things I enjoyed that they're doing it and get to see it actually happen, and I would have preferred if they did this throughout the whole issue and then had the big wall explosion happen right at the very end, as if that's like the big cliffhanger thing. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to really say about it. It was okay, I guess. Okay, then for the next bit, we do get to see the Turtles, Mutants, EPF, Shredder, anyone you can think of was there fighting. And at the time when I first saw this first image for this first page for this whole stuff here, I thought that this was really great. And I do think that there's quite a few bits in here that are quite enjoyable, and I do think I will expand upon some stuff which I'll explain in a minute. But for the majority with these first few pages with this stuff, it's pretty decent, I would say. But when we do get into that little second bit in a minute, that's when we'll be talking about that, and oh boy do we have some explaining to do. And then we go into another disappointing scene where we do get to see the Nova Posse and Magenta Cersei going up against Sherelle, and it is really disappointing. So anticlimactic. They kill Sherelle and it's over within 2 pages. The fight doesn't even last it lasts like 1 page. This was the big build up that's been lasting for quite a while now, and it's over within basically 2 pages. This was so anticlimactic, and it wasn't really even worth it. I just feel as though that there should have been a lot more to it. The fight didn't really go on for that long. It was only it wasn't even 2 pages. It was about 1.5 pages, which is somewhat good, I would say. Artwork was decent, but the fight wasn't really much of a fight. It was just, oh yeah, Sherelle just knocked over all the other guys, and then Cersei just stabs him in the head. And even the death or the kill, it wasn't really that interesting. I stabbed in the head. Oh god. This whole scene here was really disappointing. It was so anticlimactic. They've been leading up to this for quite a while now throughout this whole event, and with Sherelle being a big major player in this whole event, like changing everything in the last few issues, and then to go out like this. This was so anticlimactic and so disappointing, and as a 2003 fan for Sherelle, it was even more disappointing. They didn't really use his character to his full potential. There were so many things wrong with this bit that it really annoys me, and I'm trying to stay calm and I'm trying to just not talk about it as much, but oh my god, this bit was really disappointing, and I just want to keep going on about over and over again all the points, and just keep going on about how it was disappointing, stuff like that. But then we do get to see that Cersei calls back all the Utroms and Triceratons, and yeah, I don't really have too much to say about that. So then after that we do get to see Cully swallows up Jenica, and she uses her magic and projects a sort of vision of the meeting that happened I think it was at the end of issue number 4 of the Armageddon game, to reveal the truth about what's happening. And the thing is, in this scene, it was trying to reveal the truth and all that, but with that scene there, the imposter turtles were humans, so they couldn't really know that they were the fake turtles and stuff like that. We didn't really get to see any sort of conversation between the characters, even though in that scene they were talking. So I don't know if the characters heard what was going on and stuff like that. It wasn't really made too clear, and yeah. And then even after that, we do get to see one of the mutants just coming out and saying that he doesn't really know why he's fighting, he's just fighting because he's angry and stuff like that. So in other words, all of it was really pointless really, so yeah. But then after that, we do get to see the weasels come in, and then that's when they go and kill Man Ray, and it's cool I guess. I don't know, Man Ray is being one of those characters that he's been around so long that he hasn't really done much. He's all basically like every other like side character and stuff like that, which is somewhat disappointing, as I felt as though that he had somewhat potential to do something great and decent, but yet he doesn't. And then when we do get to see the weasels kill him, it didn't really feel like anything really. I don't know, I didn't really feel anything for his death. It was just like, oh, okay, well, they've done that. And then even when they killed him, it wasn't like, oh my god, I can't believe they killed him, I can't believe he's dead. It's just like, okay, they killed him, great. And, you know, there wasn't really too much I can really say about it. It's just happened really. His death really meant nothing really. And I wish I could say a lot more positive things about it, and say that it was a great character and all, but I can't. I want to say disappointing, but I feel that is even the wrong words. So after that, we do get to see the wall is being blown up, and Hob has basically made out alive, and he's really sad that the weasels have died. And this is honestly a big problem that I had with this issue, and it's the fact that none of the characters react to the wall being blown up whatsoever. Now the thing is with this scene, there are so many things I do have problems with it. So one, the weasels are, I mean, basically everyone thinks that they died, right? And Hob is the only one who's sad. We do get to see a little image of Jenica wiping away a tear, but these weasels were characters that basically everyone really cared about, and see them as basically their children in a way, and yet they have no like feelings towards them whatsoever. So, you know, it made their deaths like really pointless. I know they're not dead, but to them they think they're dead and stuff like that. So that's all I really got to say about that. And then even with the actual wall being blown up itself, this is honestly one of the biggest problems which I have with this issue, and it's the fact that this is a big major event that's happening in the comics right now, and this is more or less like divided the like tmnt community as well as the actual like community in this universe as well, just because this is a big thing that keeping the mutants to one side, the humans on one side, keeping them separate and stuff like that. And yet we don't see how the mutants and humans are reacting, we don't see how anyone's reacting, and they're just moving on as if nothing's happened, and they just tend everyone to just go different places and stop bad guy. They're not reacting to this big massive event that's just happened, and it's really annoying just because, again, this is a big change in this universe, and this honestly could lead onto so many different things within this universe now, with mutants being able to like go over to the human side and humans going on the mutant side. You know, there could be a big war between the two. There's so many things that could happen and needed to happen. I mean, with other characters such as like Mona Lisa, who's basically like more or less abandoned by her parents because she's a mutant now that she has the ability to go over there, how is she going to react? Well, I guess we won't know because, you know, she's a side character and they don't really care about them. There's so many things wrong with the scene, and it's not a bad scene, it's just that they don't react to it. And that's the biggest problem with it, is that it's such a big scene and they hardly do anything about it. I feel like I explained my point, but I'll keep repeating my point because I need to. It's frustrating me so much. After that, we do get to see April shows up in this issue, and she tells Johnny that she's got some information about Noel, which she supposedly got from mission number 5 of the Alliance. I'm still waiting to see if that's actually true or not, but yeah, this scene, oh god, I honestly just could not care less about this scene at this point really, and that's a real shame. So then going into the final scene, we do get to see Alapex comes down to where all the rubble is and says the weasels and says that she's going to be starting her own clan. And again with this bit, it's not a bad scene, it's just, I don't really know what to really say about this bit, because on the one hand, I feel as though that is a decent thing for Alapex doing this, and it could be interesting to see where they take her character with a clan type thing, and also setting up some stuff for like Lita's future and stuff like that. But on the other hand, she's basically been a side character throughout the whole series, and I don't really see them doing much with this clan stuff whatsoever. And matter of fact, I do think that maybe her starting her own clan is also ruining her character in quite a bit of a way. Now the reason why I say this is just because she is somewhat turning a bit more into like a Shredder type character, where she's taking the Weasels from their home, bringing them into a clan, and probably raising them up to be assassins. Doesn't that sound a bit like Shredder, who basically took Alapex from her home, raised her, and trained her to be an assassin and stuff like that? So, yeah. Not to mention that now Alapex is working with Karai, who brought back Shredder, so, you know, Alapex is just one of those characters which is just going to be screwed over and over again in terms of the story, and with this whole thing, it should be interesting. I should be looking forward to this bit with her clan stuff and that and all that, but at the same time, I just don't really care at this point anymore, and I wish I could be a bit more positive about it. At the same time, oh god, who really cares? Not to mention, we do have some other clans in this universe as well now, like the Hamato clan, a Foot clan, Venus's clan, now Alapex's clan. I don't really see why all of a sudden we're having so many clans. Are they leading to like a clan war? If they are, then great, yay, another story arc I can't wait to be disappointed by. But, yeah. But yeah, that's it for this issue. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this. I really wish I could be a bit more positive. You know, even with my voice, you can probably hear it now, but I wish I could be more positive, but I just can't. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about all this. Yeah, bye.